What's going on, vibers? It's your boy J.S. Vaughn. And guess what, y'all? We back with another one. This track right here is coming from Fire in the Streets and whatnot. And it's featuring your boy Chester P. You know what I mean? Let's jump right into it, fam. Let's go.
See, there's vultures in all the branches, enhancing the morning flares, and the shutters on every block who are stocking their only shares, and there's police up on every corner and circulating the square, nothing but stale smoke.
He's like, yo. And there's police up on every corner, circulating the corners.
Only shares, and there's police up on every corner and circulating the square. Nothing but stale smoke and urination on the stairs, and there's nothing but bad blood and these drugs that will keep us here. Goes to the last thugs who will laugh when the reaper neared. It's the last of the last suppers. These brass knuckles will teach you to be sincere in the streets with the masked muggers. Now look, there's death waiting, the system is breathtaking. It's snatching the breaths waiting while making the next.
He said, now look, there's death waiting. These systems is breathtaking. They're snatching the breaths waiting. Hold up, let's go, man. I gotta listen to that again.
Now look, there's death waiting, the system is breathtaking. It's snatching the breaths waiting while making the next patron in line to regard Satan divine as the steps take him.
The next patient in line to regard Satan dividing as the steps take him, cause living just a game that we play with the death staking. Oh my gosh. You see that flow right there?
Waiting while making the next patron in line to regard Satan divine as the steps take him, cause living's just a game that we play with a death staking. It's kind of tricky to walk with the ground quaking beneath your feet, and these were the scenes of the first making. I burst into life fighting with strife and the laws raging, searching for infinity's price and the forsaken. Now look, my first job was survival beyond the breadline and trying to make.
He said, my life job was survival beyond the breadline. Hold up, that's
My first job was survival beyond the breadline and trying to make a pound before dying to make the headline.
Ooh, trying to make a pound before dying in the headlines. You know what I mean? So he just basically saying like, yo, I really want to freaking get paid before I freaking end up in the story on the freaking papers and shit. You know what I mean?
First job was survival.
Meaning like a statistic and shit of that nature.
Laws raging, searching for infinity's price and the forsaken. Now look, my first job was survival beyond the breadline and trying to make a pound before dying to make the headline. Walking a tightrope into clouds of.
Hold up, man. Nope. I'm trying to make a pound before dying to make a headline. Okay, so my bad. That is, I kind of read that completely off, and I don't want that to be the last thing that it sounded like I said. No, that's not what it freaking means. He's like, yo, I'd rather make a pound. Basically saying he'd rather make a pound before dying to make a headline. You know what I mean? So he doesn't really give a fuck about the fame and anything like that. He prefers making freaking money and shit rather than freaking being popular or in that nature. You know what I mean?
The breadline and trying to make a pound before dying to make the headline. Walking a tightrope into clouds of an open purgatory. Thoughts of suicidal approach, but looking scared to approach, cause half these rappers in the making wanna murder me verbally, coach. Walking these streets of
Okay, hold up. Cause half of these rappers in the making wanna murder me verbally, coached. Walking these streets, and unfortunately the flame circle be doubted. What the fuck?
To approach, cause half these rappers in the making wanna murder me verbally, coach. Walking these streets.
He says I'm like, he is talented, bro. Cause I'm like, he says, cause half of these rappers try to murder me, wanna murder me, but he goes like verbally, you know what I mean? Meaning like on the, they wanna kill me on the mic and shit. Coach walking these streets
scared to approach, cause half these rappers in the making wanna murder me verbally. Coach, walking these streets of uncertainty, the flames circle me, doubters will get their fingers burnt and left alone to linger amongst us until the king returns. The great secrets of life.
Hold up, man, that sounds crazy. Flames circle, doubt it will fingers get burned and left alone to linger amongst us until the king returns. The great secrets, man. Let's go, man. I'm gonna get caught up.
Get their fingers burnt and left alone to linger amongst us until the king returns. The great secrets of life are trapped inside of us, blinded by the fact half our lives they tried to lie to us, far from the path.
Ooh, and I like what he said there. The great secrets of life trapped inside of us, blinded by the fact half our lives they try to lie to us. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, yo, the secrets in life is all in us and whatnot. You know what I mean? You don't need somebody to tell us lies about this and that and whatnot. When the vessel comes within us and whatnot, we hold a power to our freaking destiny. We just have to take it and run with it. You know what I mean? I think that's where he's coming with that. I might be wrong, but I feel that's what he means and whatnot.
Secrets of life are trapped inside of us, blinded by the fact half our lives they tried to lie to us, far from the path of truth. All these leaders have misguided us, and this is why they tell us that Jesus had come and died for us.
He said like Jesus would come and lie for us.
All these leaders have misguided us, and this is why they tell us that Jesus had come and died for us. A true apocalypse, bricks of the new Acropolis. What? The triple goddess is shadowed by all these obelisks. My whole procedure's the workings of cosmologists, scholars of inner science who certainly need acknowledging. This concrete jungle made it hard for us to know our roots, trying to show the youths about Steiner.
I like that shit. These concrete jungles made it hard for us to know our roots and whatnot, because if you knew your roots, you would know your purpose, and if you know your purpose, then you would get a lot further in life and whatnot. And the best way to freaking let me see if what he says after. But the best way for you not to know where you need to go and whatnot is not knowing where you came from. If you don't know where you came from, it's kind of hard for you to know where you're heading. You know what I mean?
Obelisks. My whole procedure's the workings of cosmologists, scholars of inner science who certainly need acknowledging. This concrete jungle made it hard for us to know our roots, trying to show the youths about Steiner and Christian Rosenkreutz and Paracelsus and others I know have told the truth regarding how we live and we die and these other known taboos. See, these systems of old, they're being stripped at source, turned against the masses in masses of evil Hitler sorts. Misinformation degrading the way we teach ourselves, chasing all our souls and our spirits into a deeper hell. I think it's
I like that, man. Chasing all our souls and our spirits into a deeper hell. You know what I mean? Misinformation, degrading the way we teach ourselves. Oh wow, man. Oh man. Turn against the masses of evil headers.
Degrading the way we teach ourselves, chasing all our souls and our spirits into a deeper hell. I think it's time that we banged on these doors forcefully. Watch for the four horsemen approach.
I like that, man. I think it's, you see, I'm pausing that shit every 15 minutes, 15 seconds, man. I like what he's saying, man. I mean, like, he's talking some revolutionary shit. You know what I mean?
I think it's time that we banged on these doors forcefully. Watch for the four horsemen approaching and reinforcing me. Wars in the Holy Land while they cling to their set of rosaries. Wars in the Holy Land in the hands of the devil, totally raping the earth. Globally cursed, the street mogully. Nobly so controlling these boulders I throw at nobody. I take a moment to aim at a realer enemy, dealing with good and bad and not rappers who want to send for me. Walk with a
I'd rather deal with good or bad and not rappers who want to send for me. You know what I mean? He's like on some real shit. I know there's a lot of fucking rappers that want me to freaking go at them all day long and whatnot. But on some real right now, man, I'd rather freaking talk about some good or bad type shit. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas could keep on sending for me all day long and whatnot. I'll respond to that shit when I think it's time. You know what I mean? But for right now, let's talk about good or bad.
Curse the street mogully, nobly so controlling these boulders I throw at nobody. I take a moment to aim at a realer enemy, dealing with good and bad and not rappers who wanna send for me. Walk with the 7th letter with blood from the 7th century. 77 angels surrounding my family mentally, walking up Jacob's ladder with daggers and bloody Ouija boards. A plague of locusts approaching before you see the Lord. I'm fully focused on something I call a deeper cause. Beefing over money and drugs has got these streets at war.
I like that, man. Beefing off of money and drugs got these streets at war, you know what I mean?
Focused on something
shit is nonsense, man. Like when there's bigger freaking shit to worry about and whatnot, it's like they put the evil in a freaking hood and shit, and the only shit motherfuckers is freaking killing over is money and drugs in these streets, and that becomes like the whole freaking object of the war in the streets and shit.
Balls, a plague of locusts approaching before you see the Lord. I'm fully focused on something I call a deeper cause. Beefing over money and drugs has got these streets at war. These politicians straight lying through their teeth. When there's riots in the ends, they go and hide in their retreats. While the people...
You see that shit? He said when there's riots in the end, they go and hide in their retreats and whatnot. Because at the end of the day, man, that's what it is, man. They cause a freaking... the politicians cause a freaking chaos and whatnot, and when the chaos is going on and whatnot, instead of them freaking trying to end it and try to freaking cause put an end to it and whatnot, where they at, they run away to a retreat or something, so they don't have to deal with the issues that the citizens have to deal with. Like that's probably what he's talking about here, you know what I mean?
Politicians straight lying through their teeth. When there's riots in the ends, they go and hide in their retreats. While the people out of road can barely buy enough to eat. I heard that knowledge was a flame, so here's some fire for the streets, yeah? These politicians...
I heard the riots was the end. And then...
lying through their teeth. When there's riots in the ends, they go and hide in their retreats. While the people out of road can barely buy enough to eat. I heard that knowledge was a flame, so here's some fire for the streets.
I heard that knowledge was a flame, so here's some knowledge, here's some fire for the streets. Alright, yo.
People out of road can barely buy enough to eat. I heard that knowledge was a flame, so here's some fire for the streets, yeah? These politicians straight lying through their teeth. When there's riots in their ends, they go and hide in their retreats. While the people out of road can barely buy enough to eat. Heard that knowledge was a flame, so here's some fire in the streets, yeah? Big up Charlie Sloth, big up Zach, big up Musty Volkov on the beats, all my Australian family, Task Force. Real Talk Records coming soon.
Yo, lyricist right there, man. Nigga, my bad. Dude went in 150%, you know what I mean? Like, definitely went in, man. The way that he was spitting them bars and whatnot, and the shit that he was talking about. I'm be 100. I'm gonna be a buck fucking 50 with you and shit. This dude was dropping so much freaking gems and shit that I gotta listen to this shit again, cause like a lot of the shit that he was saying, very conscious and very freaking on point and whatnot, and in the way that he structured it was like so freaking unique. You know what I mean? I'm definitely gonna have to freaking listen to this track again and whatnot and go through the bars, because he touched a lot of shit. You know what I mean? He touched a lot of shit, and it's funny because the track itself wasn't that long. I think the track was like probably like freaking 3 minutes and 35 seconds and whatnot, but it felt like because there was no chorus until the very end and whatnot. He had that and I don't even think that was like he said, I heard the knowledge was a flame. He said that a couple of times, and then he went back to the politicians straight lying through their teeth and shit. But like, yo, it's definitely on point. You know what I mean? Yo, lyrically, he talks about the drugs and the streets and shit. He talks about the police freaking revolving around the setup. He talked about the freaking politicians causing the issues and when things occur and whatnot, they're the first ones to run away and whatnot. It's definitely a tough track, you know what I mean? Like I said, I definitely gotta listen to it again to take it all in and the things that I freaking done miss and whatnot, yo. I hope you guys enjoyed this track as much as I enjoyed reacting to it. If you guys did, do put it down there in the comment section all day long and whatnot. Tell me what your favorite part of the track is. Put it right down there all day. You know what I mean? If you guys want more tracks from your boy Chester P, you know what I mean? Put it right down there. If you guys want any other type of videos, put it right down in the comment sections as well. You see this right here? It's my motherfucking thumb. I need y'all to take y'all thumbs and throw it all the way up to the motherfucking sky. Show me some love and support in that way. Another way you guys can show me some love and support is by subscribing to the channel right down there. All day long. All day long. That's about it. I'm about to get out of here. I want you guys to be safe and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Peace out, one love, and I'm out. You already know, fam. Let's go.